All right. Today, I've been given permission to speak for longer than 5 minutes because there's not many people here today. So yeah, we rock and we roll. So good morning, everybody. Last year, if you may remember, I invited you guys to give me many topics on all things wonderful. And all I remember was talking about Nicki Minaj dating Bernie Sanders or something crazy like that. And you guys liked it. So this year, I will be explaining why Taylor Swift and Tom Hiddleston and Kim Kardashian and how killing Harambe will make Pauline Hanson Prime Minister, why Trump should be president, and why Hillary Clinton is the Antichrist. Now, what I won't do is Hayes Troy of 10T. He private messaged me because he, and I quote, doesn't want people to think he still gusses. He told me to do teenagers' reactions to formal, which I can't do because I'm bad at doing these sort of stuffs because I came last in drama, and high school romances. So he wants me to go over all these love conundrums in our grade. And my response to him is, I can only speak for 5 minutes. Going over all these conundrums will take me to around about October. So, sorry Hayes Troy of 10T. So we move on to our formal. So, as you know, I'm in year 10, and year 10s we have formal this year. That means that boys are looking for girls, and some get turned down, and others are just weird. You've got 3 friends, right? You've got 3 friends, and they all want to have the same girl for some reason. And they're in some sort of competition to see who can get that girl first. And then they all cry, and then I have to step in and sort everything out. Yeah. Now, when it comes to romance, we all know that nobody knows better than Taylor Swift. I mean, how many times have you thought, I wish Zac Efron was my boyfriend, or Harry Styles was my boyfriend? Obviously, I don't think stuff like that, but many people do. So whilst you may have your wildest dreams, Taylor Swift is a new romantic, and she wants to write a love story for all of us. And the latest person she's made go out of style is Tom Hiddleston. I didn't even know who Tom Hiddleston was. He sounds like the name of the Queen's cat, but and I hate cats. And anyways, apparently their relationship was really fake, and as I was writing this, they actually broke up. Yeah, so now they've got bad blood, and other people that Taylor Swift has bad blood with include Kim Kardashian. #Kim exposed Taylor party. Now, good on Kim Kardashian. All along, we thought Taylor Swift was really innocent, and all along, we knew that she was dating low-key. But what we really know now is she's just a low-key farm tool. And speaking of farm tools, we move on to Kylie Jenner and why she's famous. Now, when Kylie Jenner was 9 years old, Shrek the Third came out. And when she was 17, her dad came out as well. And when Bruce was 9 years old, he knew it was all over. He loved Shrek so much, he had all the merchandise and the movies, and he prayed to Shrek every night before he went to bed, thanking him for the life he's been given. Shrek is love, he says. Shrek is life. And that is basically why Kylie Jenner's famous. Anyways, speaking of crude animations, have you guys seen Sausage Party? Now, there are some MA movies that year 7s will be okay watching, like Ted. I mean, I know toddlers who have seen Ted because their parents walk into the cinema and they see the poster with Ted and they think, that's a cute movie, nice teddy bear. But Sausage Party, man, it's just really dumb. I mean, I don't recommend you see it. It's just a load of crude jokes and you're just gonna feel bad that bread has a better love life than you. I mean, my anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. Now, speaking of buns, I was gonna talk about Frank Ocean, but once again, I don't know who he is. Like, I see his name, and I think of a man who sings jazz and seduces whales. So, we move on to Harambe, or as I like to call, Halalbe. Now, what makes me really cross is that when the kid fell into the river, it was because his mum was bad at being a mother. And because she was incompetent, R.I.P. Harambe. And it's a real loss because Harambe was a really smart gorilla. He was so smart he could teach maths at James Ruse or fill a car up with petrol. Now, I don't mean that James Ruse maths teachers are gorillas. I'm just saying that Harambe is really smart, yeah? So, no more Harambe, so we are left with Halal Bay and Halal is Bay, and we move on to snack packs. Halal snack packs, a delicious combination of kebab meat, chips, and 3 sauces, which together make up something which will block toilets for days, and constitutes the matter in Sam Dastyari's head. Now, recently, as we all know, he's been engaging in a little corruption with some Chinese people to pay for his own personal debt. Now, Bill Shorten, who once again is up to Bill Shorten's initials, decided that it was a problem of foreign donations, and that's typical of the Labour Party. And it's typical of Sam Dastyari to engage in these sorts of corruption because he's from Borko. Now, obviously, Shanghai Sam is a big fan of the HSP, wasting taxpayers' money and everybody's time by doing a review on the Senate floor. And that's obviously prompted Pauline Hanson to please explain. Now, Pauline Hanson is the most deserving person to be Prime Minister in Australia. I say this because she ran her own fish and chips shop, which, ironically, it's owned by Vietnamese boat people now. But despite this, she was a really successful businesswoman, generating her own jobs and growth. And if anything, she is the epitome of hard work. Ever since she was voted out of office in 1998, she has spent almost 20 years to reclaim the job that she loves. And she's even taken shifts in between that to do her secondary job as a professional Facebook commenter. Now, nobody spends 20 years trying to reclaim a job. Like, if you get fired from your job, you don't spend 20 years trying to get that job back, but Pauline did. She ran for office in 2001, 2003, 2004, 2009, 2010, 2013, and 2015. And every single time, she was knocked back. Hard work, determination, persistence, even when everybody hates you. That's why Pauline would make the perfect Prime Minister. But somebody who is not quite as deserving is Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton is an avid user of Snapchat, and we all know what Snapchat is for. Every single picture that Hillary Clinton sends to Monica Lewinsky will get stored on the Snapchat server. Now, I tried to get Hillary Clinton to come to Ruse today, so I sent her an email. I waited a couple of weeks, and eventually she called me to tell me that she accidentally deleted it. She lies to America, she lies to the FBI, and she lies to everybody, and sooner or later, her Snapchats are gonna come out and they're gonna be leaked. And what we're gonna see is Hillary Clinton without pants on, because she's a liar, pants on fire. And because she's not wearing pants, she can't be president. And Americans do think they know everything. So because she's not president, she's the Antichrist. And finally, Donald Trump should be the president of the USA. And I'm gonna say this because it's going to be based on his loyalty, his policies, and his love. Now, Donald Trump says he could shoot somebody in the middle of Fifth Avenue and not lose any voters. And you just don't get that sort of loyalty in Australia. I mean, here everybody hates the Prime Minister. Imagine if Malcolm Turnbull came onto the streets and shot a homeless person. What would happen to him? Now, then there is the fact that Donald Trump loves people in a way that you normally wouldn't. He said, and I quote, "If Ivanka wasn't my daughter, I'd probably be dating her." And this really shows how he loves his daughter. You just don't get that sort of love in Australia because it's sort of ancestral. And because he loves his daughter in a way you normally wouldn't, Donald Trump deserves to be president because he has real love from the heart. And of course, he wants to build a wall. Great idea. I love walls. I've been to the Great Wall of China. It's fantastic. So, everybody, today, I don't know how long I've taken, but today I have explained to you why Taylor Swift is a little weird, why Kim Kardashian is really cool, why Kylie Jenner is famous, why Year 7s should not be watching Sausage Party, why killing Harambe will make Pauline Hanson Prime Minister, why Hillary Clinton is the Antichrist, and why Donald Trump is not. So thank you for putting up with me for all this time. It's just a thought process that comes to me in the shower. So thank you, everybody. I'm sorry if I've disappointed you. They say the sequel's always worse. So thank you, everybody.